Item 5 there, I think I told you about the bridge that we had a cap failing on 380th Street west of Highway 39. We had a bridge contractor come up and take a look at what it would cost to put a new cap in that bridge. When we're down there, we also noticed that the wood deck on that bridge is getting in pretty bad shape. And so we had to give us an estimate to replace the cap with a new cap on that one pier. And the cost to replace the cap was $14,500. And we had to also give us a price on replacing the deck. And the cost to replace the deck was about $22,000. That bridge was built, county had that bridge built in 1984 or 85. There's some of the piling in the structure that are starting to show that they're starting to deteriorate on the inside, but nothing bad enough that it's going to cause a rating issue yet.
How long till it does?
Well, that's always an unknown sort of. What they did was, back in 85, when they built it, they used one of the abutments. There was a pony truss bridge in there, and they reused one of the abutments for a pier, I think it was, and then one of the existing abutments they reused as an abutment. So the one saving thing we got under the cap that's going bad is there was already 5 piling in there from before, and they added 4 new ones in between, so we got piling that are only about 1.5 to 2 foot apart. And so with that cap failing, there's a lot of piling underneath supporting it. Where the other pier, the pile are probably about 4.5 feet apart, so it's a lot longer span that cap is spanning. But we did tap on the piling under the west abutment, and there's a couple of them that are getting hollow on top, and so we're basically trying to look at working on the possibility and cost of replacing that with some twin culverts. If we would do that, if it comes out that we would replace it and the cost looks reasonable. I just hate sticking $35,000 into a structure that, in another 15 years you're going to be, probably doing more work trying to repair piling and stuff. So if we would do that, we might have to amend the budget, because I really don't want to spend the money the $14,000 to replace the cap if we can move the project forward and try to get it done next spring.
Does that need to be in this budget versus the next budget?
I don't know. We'll have to look. We might want to consider getting it in this year's budget just to get it started, get it done. I don't like to leave it. We need to monitor the cap, but the trouble is if the cap goes bad, right now it's just more or less the north third of the cap that's squishing. And so they've been driving on the south side. We'd set some cones on the north side to keep them driving on the north side.
But the twin culvert deal is a couple $100,000 deal usually, isn't it?
I don't know if
Are you talking about pipe? Are you talking about tin whistles?
Yeah, we're talking about putting metal pipe.
Oh, I thought you meant cement.
No, I think we could put a metal pipe.
Oh, okay.
All right. What's the watershed?
A little over 6.5 square miles. There's some calculations in the bridge file where they sort of looked at putting in pipes before.
So where's when we take that bridge out, how do they get out of there?
I don't know how they got in and out of there last time while they're doing it. I think
pour into that guy's yard, Reese, was the same, into Reese's yard, is that, I mean, that's public access all the way up to his house?
I think so, yeah.
So, I mean,
I've
if
never-
I wanted to, I could just drive across the bridge and park on that, and
You're on a
there's
public
nothing you
road.
can do about it.
Yeah,
Do we gravel that?
I think we have, yeah. I mean, that was,
Have you
that
talked to
would,
him about it?
No, I haven't seen Reese.
that would be the other possibility is, you know, would we want to also check into trying to vacate? If we would put a new structure in for them, would they accept the vacation of that road and turn it over to them?
That would be the best thing to do if they would do it.
Why would they want to?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if they would, but right now at the county, you know, the county has to maintain it. As far as access, I think, because that was the other thing we looked briefly at too, was if you go down the west bank of the stream, you can go down there about a half mile or a little longer than a half mile and come out on the highway. You know, we even considered looking at possibly trying to build a road or a driveway along there and bring it out on the road and eliminate the bridge, but we haven't talked to them, I guess, about, you know, doing anything yet, but when we talked about them repairing the bridge, we told them it could be a week, 10 days, you know. He said they were trying to make sure that they, you know, had enough feed products in and they'd be able to get by possibly for that long. Plus, he said they could get down, going down along to the field.
What are you thinking the twin culvert expenditure might
I
be?
don't know.
I mean, just ballpark.
Like 10-foot, are they like two 10-foot pipes? Like
Well, what they had looked at in the file and had in the file before was, I think there were 14 footers. I'm guessing-
20,000.
I'm guessing, you know, time you got them installed, you'd probably be looking at 80 to 100,000 maybe.
How'd that ever, did that road used to continue on west?
Yeah, apparently it did. At one time it went on straight on the west. You know, looking at it now, it would have been smarter to vacate this end of it and leave the access in from the other side. But I don't know how long ago that was vacated.
84.
I mean, 84 or 85 is when they rebuilt the bridge,
Last
but I don't
build,
know.
yeah.
I think the vacation was done prior to that, or I guess I didn't go back and look and see what the history of it was.